As I'm sure you all know, virtuality has splash landed and made a huge impact in today's modern society. But in our ever-changing and technological world, I'm always curious to see what improvements have been made to the world of VR. So today, I'm very excited to share with you the technologically advanced Pico 4 VR headset. Now, as much as I'm dying to dive straight in, a quick disclaimer is that Pico did send us this headset to try out, but I'd also like to go on record as saying thank you to them for this opportunity, because in case you don't know, I love VR, I absolutely love it, and I cannot get enough of it. So to have the Pico 4 VR headset sat in front of me right now, well, it really is an absolute honour. So let's start things off with the packaging. Well, as you can see, it does look very nice. You've got this bright, inviting, almost cloud-like effect on the top in terms of colour, and then you've got the indentation Pico 4 logo, and underneath it states, "Imagination, the only limitation." Now that sounds pretty cool. Can you tell how excited I am? Right, well, we can now slide this off and begin the unboxing. And there we go, I'm just going to place this to one side. And as you can see, we are greeted with a crisp, clean, white box. And then on the top, we now have an indentation of the Pico logo this time. But it is now time for the grand unveiling, and oh my word. That is the Pico 4 headset. And we also have another box here, which I can't get out. Oh right, there we go. And the unboxing begins. Now, before we actually take this thing out the box, we are going to add to the excitement and do it after we have done this box, which I know you're all going to hate me for, but it will add to the anticipation. So let's open it up. And what have we got here? We are greeted with a little flap to lift up. I don't want to, there we go. I didn't want to rip it. But as you can see, well, we have a Pico quick guide, a Pico user guide, and a Pico safety and warranty guide. We now come to a nose pad, and what this is basically for, this silicone nose pad, is in fact, let's just say you are someone who just needs that extra bit of adjustment for the perfect comfort when wearing the VR headset. Well, Pico have thought ahead, and the silicone nose pad will just sit nicely on your nose. And for the next part, well, ignoring the pun, but we can clearly see what this is. It is in fact a glasses spacer. So, like of course, if you require glasses to see, then you're going to need that extra bit of space when wearing the VR headset. So just click this into place, and then of course you have that extra space for you to wear your glasses. And as we draw near to the bottom of this box, we are met with a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and then this of course is a power brick or power block to charge the VR headset, and as you can see, it has a USB-C interface there as well. And last but not least, if I can just get these out of the box, there we go, we have some additional lanyards for your controllers, which basically, as we all know, adds that extra bit of safety so controllers don't fly out of your hand whilst you are immersed in your gameplay. But now we can move on to the part I'm sure you've all been waiting for. Let me just quickly make some space and we can unveil the actual headset itself. So out she comes, and oh my word! From my experience, when it comes to headsets, this is just unprecedented. Now don't get me wrong, it's not the lightest thing in the world, but when it comes to VR, especially when you want to immerse yourself for many hours, that is super light. Before we dive into the headset though, let's check out these controllers very quickly so we can then get rid of the box. But, well, there they are, and yeah, they have a nice substantial bit of weight to them thanks to the batteries that are housed inside. And in terms of the comfort though, yeah, it feels pretty good. Buttons feel nice, and there's even an extra bit of room here that I can feel, so it's not quite so enclosed. So if you've got bigger hands, yeah, these are going to be ideal. Nice. So everything is done now in terms of unboxing, but this is one of the best bits, the peeling off all the stickers and unveiling the headset in its true form. Here we go. Wow, just take a look at that in terms of an almost futuristic look, because it's black, it's glossy, and it just adds that extra bit of a premium feel to it. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Now, as much as I am quite literally amazed by this wonderful little setup we have here, it's just a very, very exciting future, whether it be AR or VR, because now the technology is becoming widely available, it's becoming cheaper. That leads to just better innovations and, of course, a better experience for us consumers. So in line with that, we're now going to talk about the specifications of what this advanced VR headset has on offer. Kickstarting us off then with the dimensions of the actual headset. Well, across the visor we have a length of approximately 163 millimeters and then a height of 80 millimeters, followed by an adjustable length of 253 to 310 millimeters. So as you can see, it is pretty compact. And then into the build quality, well, of course it does feel very premium, and I know I keep going on about the weight, but the visor alone only weighs 295 grams, but if you include the head strap and everything else like that, then it does come up to just under 600 grams. But it's the balance, it's the balancing what Pico have achieved, and that just allows that extra enjoyment when it comes to gaming or just any immersive experience. And then of course, where your head will rest, well, we have this wonderful cushion-like material and then almost a leather cushion at the back. And as for the strap, well, there we go, Velcro, fully adjustable. But this is my favorite part, because if you look at the back, you will see a wheel. And what this does, in case you don't know, is allow for that adjustment, depending on just how big your head is. Now, I know it's nothing brand new or innovative, but it is nice the fact that you do get the advanced head strap with the Pico 4 straight out of the box. On the right hand side is where you'll see a power or on off switch, along with a little LED light indicator, which basically shows you different colours depending on how much charge is left on the battery. And if you're looking for the volume buttons, well, they are placed just on the top right of the strap. So yes, very easy to navigate to if you ever need to adjust the volume to your personal preference. On the left hand side is where you'll find the USB-C charging input. But now let's just move to the front, where you'll see additional cameras situated around the visor. Now, we all know what these cameras are for in terms of tracking whilst you're in the VR world. But what the Pico 4 actually has on offer here is 6DOF spatial positioning. And that basically means 6 degrees of freedom for a heightened and better VR experience. But what about your immersion in the VR world whilst you're using the Pico 4? Well, we're now going to move on to the visuals or the display, and this is where the Pico 4 stands out. Because what we have built in here is a little something you may have heard of called Pancake lenses, which is basically ultra thin lenses. So what Pico have done is utilize this advancement in lenses and place them into their headsets. And because they are smaller and lighter lenses, that of course means a smaller and lighter headset. But also with the added bonus that Pancake lenses actually offer a better clarity in terms of visuals as well. But it doesn't end there, because you'll be very glad to know when you enter the VR world with the Pico 4 headset, you get a 4K resolution display. And when you combine that with the 72 to 90 Hz refresh rate, 2160 by 2160 pixel resolution per eye, yes, this is why I'm excited to try out this VR headset. However, nope, I still haven't finished, because what about the field of view? Well, with this, you get 105 degrees, with up to 1200 ppi and 20.6 pixels per degree, basically making any images vivid and almost lifelike. But what actually powers it? What actually creates this vivid 4K immersive experience? Well, built in here is in fact the Snapdragon XR2 processor. And this microprocessor has 8 cores, 8 threads, and can run up to a speed of 2.8 gigahertz. And when you combine that with the 8 gigabytes of RAM, this machine, well, it's quite literally a beast. However, before I actually put this on and show you this machine in action, a machine that can quite literally transport anyone to a new and immersive VR world, the final few specifications I would like to mention is, of course, Wi-Fi connectivity, which the Pico 4 supports Wi-Fi 6, dual band, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. And then if you wish to connect your own earphones or headphones, then you can do that because this is also supportive of Bluetooth 5.1. But if you don't want to use your headphones or earphones, then do not worry because the Pico 4 does have a built-in speaker. And let's just say you wish to speak to someone in the VR world on a social aspect, then yes, the Pico 4 also has a built-in dual microphone as well. Now, I'm not going to go through the full setup procedure, but I think it's now time for me to actually put this thing on and tell you how it is in terms of comfort. So I'm going to slide that on there and I'm going to tighten that. And oh my word, okay, I can't see a thing because this isn't turned on, but it's so light. It's ridiculously light. I honestly can't believe it. It's light, it's comfortable. Oh my word, that is just going to make the immersive experience even more enjoyable thanks to this comfort. Wow. Well, I am impressed. The only problem I can imagine is if you do have a certain style in your hair, well, of course, once you're in the VR world, don't expect your hair to stay quite so perfect. Okay everyone, well, as you can see, here we are on the Pico 4 home screen, and just to confirm, I have been on it for quite a while now, so I could download some apps for us to try out. But let me just move forward here and take a look at that. Oh my word, it's absolutely breathtaking, it really is. And this is just the home screen. I can't believe it. But anyhow, let us check out some apps. Now please bear in mind the footage you are seeing is being captured and will nowhere near represent the clarity and just how good the visuals are in the actual headset. But at least you can kind of see what I'm getting up to. Okay, I can hear something. Yeah, okay, so I'm hiding in a locker. Like, weird. I've got to get past this Velociraptor. I think that was it. Oh, please. Good locker, good locker. Jesus. There we go, I'm mixing soup. Put that in here as well, some chicken. Get in there. And fish. Beef and fish, is that whatever that is? I should chop that really, shouldn't I? Let's use the mixer again. Well, that mixed quickly, didn't it? There we go. Oh, I like black pepper. I like black pepper. Olive oil. Let's add some more olive oil. Yeah. Have you got any wine?
red wine. That'll do very nicely. Right in there. Mmm. Oh, look at that. Oh no, spilled some. Can I put that on there? I can spill it. There you go. Put it in the soup. Oh, it's gone black. Lovely steak soup with beef and fish. Okay, so I've got some bread, aubergine, and a herb that I cannot remember. That's going to be so nice. In you go. Come on, let's go. Look at that delicious meal. And of course, you can also access SteamVR as well. So this is just a demo of a game. I'm not exactly too sure what I have to do. I know I've got a gun here. Right, okay. Can I walk? Or do I just get ready? I heard something.
He's behind me!
I can hear people. Yeah, that told you, didn't it? Oh, great. More zombies. My goodness. My word. Where to shoot first? Oh dear. And I've got no bullets left. Oh no!
Oh my word. I feel like I've just been on a roller coaster. Now I know that was just a very quick demonstration of just a sneak peek, if you want, of what the Pico 4 can do. But in terms of the graphics, the vibrant colours, everything that the Pico team have obviously aimed out to do when it comes to a VR headset, well, I am very happy to say they have achieved it. Now I know this isn't a review, this is more concentrating on just the unboxing, and I wanted of course to demonstrate the headset in action for you, but what an experience that was. The visuals, everything's just eye-popping. And then when I hooked it up to my PC to try the PC VR gaming via the Pico 4 headset, well, I mean, how could I put it? Because of the 4K resolution that is supplied by the Pico, yeah, I mean, it really did make everything just that extra more immersive. And I know I keep saying that word, but that is exactly what this headset has done. It's not only created a VR experience, but a totally immersive experience at the same time. So I hope you have enjoyed that quick glimpse into the Pico 4 headset in action, and you enjoyed the unboxing of course as well. Before I go however, please do let me know your thoughts on the Pico VR headset. Do you own one, or are you thinking of getting one? And don't forget of course to let me know which games you like to play when it comes to VR. But until next time, I'm now going to recover from this incredible VR experience, but of course I will see you all very soon. Thank you.